Unaona? Unakuja huku, kunakaa Karen, lakini unakula machungwa. Tamu, organic. Ijaongezwa kitu yoyote. Tamu sana. Everyone, karibuni sana to another episode of Badilisha Story. Tumerudi Kikuyu. It seems like Kikuyu ndo inatuita sana. This is the third time. Today we are in a place called Kamangu. Na Kikuyu, I think Kikuyu is just different. This episode is going to be so different from the rest because it is going to be a lesson that I think this is what we need. You need to grab a pen and a notebook because you are going to learn. It is all about lessons. Before niende sana kwanza, let me take a pause for you to subscribe to this channel. Wacha ningoje. Sedi, cheza kiwewe hapo. Sawa. So I believe you have subscribed. Ni hivyo. I met this family some few months ago and automatically knew that this is something that we all need to hear from. This is something that we all need to learn. Leo, as I've said, it is all about lessons and learning. Nisiongea tena sana. Let's do this. Yes, tumefika. Niliwaambia mimi leo sitaongea sana. Niko hapa kusikiza story hata mimi. Niko hapa, nimeshika hata niko notebook hapa sahi. Nataka mkiona nikiandika please just know that I'm taking notes. So karibu sana Joe. Mimi hata nataka tell us about yourself, introduce. Tuambie about your names, who you are.
Asante. Yes. Naitwa Joe Karumba Ngata and I'm married to one wife. Yes. And we are blessed with 3 daughters. Okay. And our firstborn is married. So we have a son-in-law and we also have a grandchild. We have a granddaughter actually.
Wow, okay.
And this is my wife.
Yes.
And I was born in Nakuru.
Mali nimetoka pia.
Oh, umetoka Nakuru?
Yes.
Yeah, nimezaliwa Nakuru. In fact, PGH Nakuru.
PGH iko pale
Provincial General Hospital, yeah.
Milimani. Yes.
Na nimesomea huko and then later in life I started working. I went to Naivasha.
Okay.
Alafu baadaye we came to Nairobi in 2000.
Oh, that is when you settled in Nairobi.
That is the time we started in Nairobi. And my wife is here. She can also introduce herself.
Yes, I'm Veronica Karumba. I'm a Mama Mercy. I'm a mother to many. I'm a teacher by profession. And also, I anticipate to be the best farmer when I retire here.
You can see that you've already started clearly. Now I know where all these ideas are coming from.
Yeah,
okay.
True.
Tell me about the two. Muli meet wapi? When did you meet? When did you start a family?
Yeah, it was around 2004 or 5. I was working then in a communication company.
Not 2000.
1990. No, 1990. No, now. Yes. Yeah, it was around 1994, 1995. Yeah?
Well,
so I was working then. And then I was given, I was told to go and relieve someone in Kinangop, in a communication company that I was working in. And when I went, I spent the night. The following day, nikaenda pahali kununua Colgate, sabuni. I not bought them on my way, so nikaamuka nikaenda.
Small necessities.
Yes. And that is the time the shop I went. I met this beautiful lady.
She was the one serving you. Allah.
And as we say, unajua kuna pali macho huishia nguvu. Macho yangu ikaishia nguvu hapo. Sasa hata kuanzia
when we meet wewe instantly ulijua huyu she is the one.
Nilijua. Nilijua she's the one because I felt it.
Yeah.
And also because I'm very prayerful.
Yeah.
And God speaks.
True.
Na God akanionyesha this is the right person. Wewe hata huko umekuja hapa kazi. Ulikuwa nakuja ni kuonyesha pale utapata bibi.
Veronica, did you feel the same? Ama ulikuwa mshy kidogo?
Yeah, true. But with time.
Yeah, with time. Yeah. Okay. So from there, when did you ulitoka hapo from there ulisettle hapo Kinangop ama you went back?
No, vile nimekuambia I was working and then we started our journey then as friends.
Yeah.
And then she later joined me in Naivasha. I was transferred from Nakuru to Naivasha. Okay. She came
to Naivasha now.
To Naivasha. And then around 2000 I was transferred again to Nairobi.
To Nairobi now.
Yeah, so we came together to Nairobi. Tukakomboa nyumba in Kangemi, just a small house.
Yeah.
Siku hata hatukuwa na kitu. Na sijui kwa nini alinipenda hivyo. Ama alikuwa naona.
Ama lakini unajua sisi tuna we can smell hata ikiwa 20 years away. You can smell success and mtu mzuri.
Yeah.
20 years alianza kunukia.
Alianza kunukia. So tukachukua kanyumba Kangemi. And it was just a bed sitter. By then we had 2 girls, our firstborn and our secondborn.
So when you left Naivasha already mlikuwa na 2 kids, eh?
We had 2 kids. Yeah. And then tukakaa hapo kwa nyumba ya in a certain flat. The toilets were outside the bathroom and hata hatukuwa na gas. We are using stove.
Yeye alikupenda.
Alinipenda.
Yes. So what was the journey from there? Uliingia alafu pia ukapata kazi?
Oh yes, I got married. I love children. Na wakati nilioleka, sasa niko na watoto wawili. I had to go to college. Yeah. And then I started my career. Wow. Okay. And we started a humble beginning. Yeah. And we have grown together.
True. From there, when you were living in that, what was the stage you took after that house in Kangemi, that bed sitter?
So,
how did you grow from there?
So when we were there, there's a certain company that was selling land. They came to our office, and it was around 1995. No, I mean 2005. 2005, they came and they had an offer. They had a plot in Syokimau. You know where Syokimau is?
Yes.
And they came and told us, we have plots in Syokimau, and one is going for 140,000. And
should we take a commercial break? Hiyo inahitaji kwanza kuingia 150. 50 or 40?
140,000.
140.
And I can remember even the name of the company that was selling that those lands. And they also had a better offer. If you don't have cash, you can pay. I think it's take a photo. Yeah, pole. And then it amounts to 170.
So wanakuongezea
small amount
on top.
And then behind Syokimau, there's another place called Katani.
Yes. Katani is very popular right now.
Yes. And then Katani, they were selling those plots. 40 by 80, they were selling at 45,000. And you pay pole, 60K.
Okay.
Now, I decided, I think let me stretch myself. And I took one in Syokimau. Okay. It's a place called about White House. Yeah?
That's Syokimau, right? It's 2005.
Yeah. By the way, there were no guys. Hakukuwa ilikuwa tu shamba hivi na hakukuwa na watu. But I just took that step of faith na nikasema hapana. Okay. And then there were a lot of rumors then. Ati hapana hiyo mashamba mnanunua ni airstrip, mtakuja kubomolewa. Of which later it came and happened. Kuna manyumba zilibomolewa. But as we were blessed enough, pale nilinunua, it was a good place.
Step of faith kweli.
Yeah. So I booked the Syokimau one, I wrote my name. Yes. The Katani one, I took two.
Two?
Yeah.
Katani,
I wrote her name.
Wow. That was a beautiful gift.
Yes.
These are the gifts we want. How did you feel?
It was great.
So did you choose the option ya kulipa pole pole?
Yeah, we had no money.
Yes.
Surely, in that company, I used to work extra. We were being paid overtime. So there were times I used to sleep, kwa
go
kazi, I go on Sundays. I didn't even have time for my family. Ndio niweze cater for the house and pay even for the 2 plots.
Sacrifices.
Yes.
Hizo sacrifices ulizifeel kwa nyumba kidogo, sema tu kweli. Ulizifeel?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Tell us about that. Your time.
Now, it is good to have somebody who is supporting you, but also it is also good when it comes to somebody is stretching for the family. You let it.
Because at the
And
end
also
of
you
the
take the and then also you take the responsibility of where you can.
Yeah.
So even if you feel the gap, you also try to fill the gap.
Yeah. Very true. Hata wewe mwenyewe as he's stretching pia wewe unajistretch. Ndio pia watoto wasifeel hiyo sana. Unajua watoto they don't understand. Yeah. How did the kids how old were they?
The first one was 10 years. That was 2005. Na huyo mwingine alikuwa 5 years.
10 and 5.
10
So
and
alikuwa hiyo ni mtoto kwa shule.
Yes.
Did you manage that?
It was too struggle. Yeah, she's not even saying. There was a time even we used to miss hata 10 shillings ya kununua paraffin.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But we had but because we knew what we are doing.
Yes. You knew
Ama tunakunywa hata chai bila hata bila maziwa. Bila maziwa.
Yes.
And then even sometimes guys could tell me in the office they are going out, wanaenda hizi shows like wanaenda Kani, they are going Naivasha, siku hizi inaitwa Vasha.
Kwanza vile Nairobi ni ngumu kujinyima hivyo.
Na nilijinyima. Alafu and God was gracious.
But it was for a good cause. Eventually you finished.
I finished.
Yeah.
And then in around 2010. 2009. We got a plot in Kangemi, 100 by 100. And I liked the plot. But I didn't have money. Yeah. So I went to my wife, request, why don't we dispose the one in Syokimau?
Oh, so you
mine
were
now.
You were not living there at that time?
No.
You didn't settle
No,
there?
we are not settled. You know,
just
like
bought it.
once you buy and then you are paying, hata una pesa za kujenga.
Hauna hiyo pesa.
Hauna. So I went and requested her. Nikamuuliza, so dispose my so that we can get and buy. That one was 50 by 100. And here in Kangemi, it's 100 by 100. And this is red soil. That is cotton soil.
Yeah.
Lakini akaniambia, no, we don't have money. Na hakuwa nataka because we had set our mind that tuta settle Syokimau.
Unajua, when a woman and a mother, wakati umeshaona, I'm sure alikuwa ameenda huko, amefanya research to shule tuko huko. So for her, you were taking her to square one.
Na hata neighbors wameanza kujenga good houses, you know.
Ameshaanza kuongea na neighbors.
Kalami kameanza kuwekwa. Alafu tena namwambia tuuze. But kapaswedi sana na akakubali. And I went na nikaitangaza. And I sold that plot at 2.9 after buying at 170,000.
Which one?
It's Syokimau one.
Wow.
Yes, I sold it at 2.9. A difference of 5 years.
Difference of only 5, because it's 205 and 209.
Yes.
That's even 4 years actually.
Yes. I sold it at 2.9 because now guys wameanza kujua Syokimau, they are coming. Hata kwanza nilikuwa nimesema, nilikuwa nafikiria nitauza 2 million. But the guy who came with an offer. Akaniambia you want to buy at 2.6. Nikamwambia nauza 3.5. But he came nikauza 2.9.
Hapo ulikula smart. Hapo ulikula smart. Sasa umpata ya kununua kwingine.
Sasa nikapata deposit ya kununua the one. Yes. And one thing I liked it, that is Machakos County. Now nilikuja Nairobi, nilikuja Kanairo bila kitu. Sasa nimepata plot Nairobi. Kwanza Westlands constituency.
Wewe na vile hiyo time ndo watu walikuwa wasemekana Kanairo hata si place ya kukaribia. It is uwezi jenga huko, uwezi ishi Nairobi. Kila mtu anajulikana Nairobi ni wa kurent. Kwa hiyo you've done it very differently.
Very different.
I'm sure kuna watu wengi sana walikudiscourage. Even the first move ya kununua Syokimau. Kwambia unanunua kichaka, wengine wakakwambia sawa, wanakwambia itakuja kubomolewa. I'm sure baadaye walikuja wakaangalia, they regretted that.
They regretted. Hata watu wengi, most of my friends, you could see them with nice suits, nice shoes. Mimi zangu ni zile tu because I'm straining.
Yes, true.
Wengine wanaenda holiday with their families. Sisi hatuendi.
Tunajinyima, mnasema mkatu hapo.
But nawaambia there's a time that will come. Na tunaenda hiyo. Tutaenda.
The kids, did they understand? Their friends wanaenda hizo holidays, wanakuja kuwapea stories. Hizo stories zilikuwa zinaumiza. Did they understand?
Well, they were young. They could not understand. Yeah. They could not understand. But I know now that they are grown up. Now they know the sacrifices that we are going through because of them.
The way ulijitoa ukasema you want to do it different, is it that you learned it from your parents, your family, ama it is just that pia you learned, you can learn from parents two things. You can either do as your parents, or you can decide to do it different from your parents. Wewe your idea ulitoa pia kwanza kuinvest? Because ungekuwa tu comfortable uende ununue ujenge, you rent a good house, but whether you took it very different, ukajinyima, ukaenda overtime kuchukua shamba. Is it something that you learned from your parents?
Yeah, I learned it from my grandfather. He went to Eldoret when he was about 9 years old.
Okay.
And he went and bought property in Eldoret town. So I could admire what he was doing. Na mimi nikasema no, wacha niende. And then there was this thing always discourages me. Ati kwa sababu baba yako ana kitu and then unataka pia. So and my father used to tell me, hizi ni zangu. Tafuteni zenyu.
Usidandie zake.
Yes.
True.
Yeah.
And for sure, I'm sure kuna hiyo feeling ya pride that you took a step on your own, mkajinyima kama familia. There's that pride that you have. Now let's go to Kangemi. Is that so that is where you decided to settle?
Yeah, that is where we not settle. We settled. We are settled somewhere else. Yeah. Just in Westlands. Okay. But now that is why we are doing some business around that plot because it's more of a commercial. Yeah, it's
that
not
is even better.
Yeah.
So wewe hata ukuangalia that I can see you're doing it very different from us. Most people wangeenda wachukue shamba na wajenge na waishi. But wewe you built your growth first. You built your wealth, you grew your wealth first. Uli focus on kujiunua ki-income and then sasa ukasettle.
Hivyo ndio nilifikiria. Okay. Because nilikuwa nafikiria like something like land. Land sio kitu ati utagojea.
Yeah.
Because ukigojea sana kama hiyo plot ya Kangemi now ukiangalia how much is it worth na vile nilinunua.
Yeah, true.
So ni afadhali you set your priorities right. Kama ni kitu ya land unajua if you don't buy now in 2 months or 3 months the value will have gone up.
It will go up.
Yeah.
So naona Veronica amenyamaza sana. Nataka utuambie about when you let's go back to Katani. Okay. Did you know that he was buying that property alafu akaenda jina yako?
No, that
is a gift.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect
that move.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you learned about it ama when you got to see the title deed?
I still appreciate because it is sio kawaida.
Sio kawaida kabisa. Yeah, and that is nice.
Yeah.
We will take a commercial break and then we'll be right back. are back. So nataka kuna siri hapo umeniambia, nataka kuifuatilia sana. Ni about shamba ya Katani. Ile the first property now ya Katani. What did you do with it?
Okay, it took time until the right time. I think there is no right time to invest.
True.
You can invest in any time. And there is no little money that you cannot start to invest with.
Yeah.
Whether ni kununua shamba, whether ni kujenga, unaanza tu. Penye tunaanzanga tu, mtoto akienda high school, you just pay the first installment first term, and then it flow all the way to.
Inaenda.
Yeah, so after some time, we also decided, and I had also to request we dispose it, because we had seen another plot somewhere. And we decided that we have to dispose it, and we put it as a deposit to another investment that we already doing.
Still on land.
Yeah, still somewhere. And we'll still come to tell you when we are through with the investment of the plot. Otherwise, we have put that money in that plot, and we are still, we continue adding little by little in the plot until we are through.
So you sold it?
Yes.
Pia.
Yeah.
From, was it 70 or 40?
45 and then
45.
pole 60. Comes to 60. So we are from 60,000,
yes. You sold it to...
Yes, but we didn't use the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are still investing and adding on it.
On the same.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
Actually, we sold it at around 1 point something.
1 point
1.2,
something. To bila kusema exact.
Yeah.
Tuseme from 45. How many years? That is from 2 to 09. Is it 09?
2005.
205, eh?
Yes.
To now. To let me say around 2020.
No, around 2019, 2018.
Yeah.
Where that money grew. So hapo ni pesa tu mlikuwa mnachimba.
2019, December, yeah.
Corona.
Wow. Wow, that's na najua sasa hata ingekuwa saa hizi I'm sure ingekuwa even more.
Yeah, true.
That's beautiful. Kuna kitu nataka sana where we met, where we are right now. This is something that niliona na nikashukuru. I really appreciate that umetukaribisha hapa. Tulifika, tumetembea huku. We felt so comfortable. We made ourselves at home. Tumezunguka, tumeona the different farming that inafanyika hapa. The first time mulitukaribisha and you opened the gates for us, I knew this is something that people need to see. Tell us about this specific property. Mahali. You'd think we are in a restaurant somewhere, we're in a big hotel, 5-star, but nada. We are in Kamangu, we are in one of their properties. So tell me about this specific property. How did you know about it? Just everything about it.
It was around 2016, towards the end of 2016. My best friend and I had visited somewhere around Kulikuwa. I think there was a barrio, and we decided, why don't we look for, I think we can just have a farm, just a small place around this place. And decide next weekend tunakuja kutafuta shamba this area. And wengine wakienda weekends, wanagojea weekends, they do their things. Sisi tu tukaingia kwa gari moja, tukakuja tukapata jamaa moja Kamango, tukamuuliza, tukamwambia tunataka shamba, akatulete. In fact akatuonyesha shamba around 3. And we wanted 1 acre.
Okay.
So that
so this time amjendea hata plot, you want a bigger,
now we want a
shamba.
Bigger, yes.
Yeah.
So kila mmoja wetu apate around half an acre. Na tulipokuja we were shown 3 of them, but tukachoose. So we took the 1 acre. Then it was around December 2016. And funny enough, we did not tell even our wife what we are doing. Lakini tulikuta kukuwa na around of maize around that time. So tulikuwa tunakatua mahindi tunapeleka na tuambie zimetoka wapi. Zimetoka wapi. Unajua tulikuwa tunaona sasa hawa wamezoea town. Sasa ukiwaambia maneno ya shamba ati unawarudisha kwa shamba, wataleta kelele sana.
Little did you know. Umesikia kijiintroduce amesema she's an aspiring farmer.
Yes.
Yes.
So we purchased na tukapata that 1 acre. And then around 2017 we approached the neighbor.
The next person.
Now the next person. And akasema atatuuzia. He was not living in that farm. It was a big farm and na hakuwa na nini. So, and there was only one tree, just one in that whole farm. And we purchased. Tukachukua.
Mti moja hivi.
Miti moja tu alikuwa amepanda.
So this utaonyesha miti zote ziko hapa saa hizi. We have like, hata sijui ni how many, there are so many different types of trees here right now.
And when I bought that one, now my brother Nayaka extended from the 1 acre. Nayaka extend his farm. Na mimi nikanunua the next one.
Yeah.
And we decided no, now that we have property. Na huku watu wajapanda miti. Tutapanda miti. And people discouraged us. Wakatuambia hapa miti inakuja hapa ni what do you call this mefao? Hii ya kunywa maji.
Oh, eucalyptus. Is it called eucalyptus?
Something.
I think eucalyptus.
Because they wanted it for commercial, kukata wanaenda wanauzia watu wa kujenga. Yeah.
Hii ya kumea haraka haraka.
Yeah. Tukaenda Kefri. We're in Kikuyu. Na we approached them na tukawaambia we want many kind of trees. You know, those African trees, indigenous, zile nataka.
So it's not ati ulikaa tu hivi, that's now called also research.
Yes. And they told us, and we told them where we are. And they told us, this is going, yeah. And tukanunua miti mingi sana. Different types. Na alikuwa anatuambia hii ni mzuri, majani yake pengine ukichemusha inaponyesha homa. Hii ni aloe vera, ukikatwa unapaka. Na tukanunua, tukakuja tukazipanda. Na tukipanda wazee hapa walikuwa wanatuambia hii miti iwezi mea hapa.
Kwanza Veronica nakumbuka akisema mlikuwa mnaweka tuchupa.
Tulikuwa tunaweka kwa chupa na maji ndio zimea. Alafu acha hivyo hata kufika kwa hii shamba. And you see it's about 2 kilometers from the tarmac. We used to go tunaacha kwa ile kahili. Kwa sababu there was no road.
Yeah.
Tunawaacha.
Pambana sasa.
Yeah, tunawaacha. Alafu zinaenda kuchukuliwa na punda.
Okay.
Zinakuja zinapandwa. Tukapanda. Na with that belief, with that faith that zita grow.
And look at it now.
And look at it. Zote all kind indigenous trees that you get here. Even hata matunda. And even the flowers.
Matunda naona kwanza maembe.
Kuna maembe, kuna machungwa, kuna miwa. Kuna yote, kuna maembe.
Behind, unajua tumezoea sana kupita kwa hii wall. Behind these walls there's something we were saying with Veronica, that tumezoea sisi young people tukitaka kwenda kununua shamba tunaangalia shamba imetengenezwa hivi. Forgetting there is sacrifice, there is time, there is effort to everything. Ununui shamba ukiwa hivyo ni wewe unaitengeneza. Don't look for greener pastures. Make your place green. Yeah? Use effort, time, all that, and utaona the difference. Ndio. Pia growth. Ukikuja hapa palikuwa panakaje?
This land ilikuwa tu mchanga. Na ndio hata tulikuwa tunaogopa kuleta Veronica and kwa sababu hata ungependa. Lakini tulipokuja tukasema no, we change. Na usiunaona hata nyazi inamea.
Kabisa na inakaa vizuri.
And one thing Veronica aliniambia is that because we don't have money to buy a place in Karen ama Muthaiga, we can make our own Karen where we are. Na si ukiona hapa si unaona
hiyo ni inakwanga Proverbs 31. Proverbs 31.
Yeah. Na imekuwa na hapa tumepanda vitu mingi. Sio ati ni mahindi peke yake.
Kuna mahindi, kuna viazi,
kuna kuku, kuna miwa, kuna wakati tulikuwa tumepanda kitunguu, onions, the bulb ones.
Yeah, true.
Kuna
and hii time yote hata ukichukua hiyo shamba, you did not know that you are developing a dream. You see whether you had that dream of becoming a farmer. Probably hata hauko, I don't know whether you had explored that previously ama wakati mlinunua hapa ndo ulifikiria kumbe I can do
yes,
this?
The time that maybe because I've come from rural area,
Kinango
I've
kwanza na vile
been
kuna
brought up as a village girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know all about kulima,
importance
naona
of
ng'ombe,
food.
kuku. Yeah, but when I grew up hapo katikati, najua mtu afikiriangi unaweza lima
Okay,
tena.
go back.
Yeah, I just want to be a
Kwanza
professional.
tunaona sasa ni uchafu kwa
Yes.
makucha,
Yeah,
ni
true.
gumboots.
Yeah, but there is always a time for everything.
True.
As I have said,
Yeah.
sooner or later we shall retire. I'll stop
Kabisa.
teaching. Yeah, I'll also maybe like to invest in this place. Niwe na shule hapa.
Wow.
Right now I run as a school, but in future, maybe when I grow old, I like in this big shamba, I have a small school somewhere.
Yeah,
Now I
for the
start seeing
community too.
the dream. Yeah.
Yes.
Can also think of kuwa na ng'ombe, unakamua maziwa, unakunywa hiyo maziwa,
Kunywa.
maziwa ya
Organic
mbuzi,
farming.
naona kuna mayai yako.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what normally draws us not to invest, as you have said, is you want that place green, just the way it is like now. But before, the time we used to come, hata ungetoka kwa gari, jua imewaka, hata una pahali pa kukaa, ndio hiyo miti inakufa, mnajaribu kuweka maji. You know, when you see this challenge and you may not be able to kuvumilia,
Ama uone
naona,
mbele.
you can easily give up.
Kabisa.
But if you have a dream, and of course, everybody should have a dream of that future. Where are you going to be in future? Utaishi kwa plot milele, na wakati ungetaka kuretire somewhere and somewhere good.
True.
Yeah, so
Somewhere
you think
peace.
of somewhere peaceful. So you start from the scratch and you start growing slowly by slowly. And I think that is what we drew our strength from there.
True.
Yeah, we want to be here. How do you like it to be? Tugetaka kuwa aje? Hivi ndio tugetaka. Jia tugetaka ipitie wapi? Tunaanzia hapo.
Unajitengenezea
Ungetaka kuwa na
mwenyewe.
kamti wapi? Ungetaka kuchuna mapera wapi?
Kweli.
Yeah, so at least when you start seeing ahead, you'll be able to move on.
True. Don't go for ready-made. Make
Yes,
it
true.
ready yourself. Right now, I remember the first time you told me your daughter hata ameweka sungura, the rabbits. The fact that she can even be able kujifanyia hiyo kwao, that is already, na kuja hapa anajua kuna kasungura, anaanza chukua
True.
akachinje.
Yeah.
That is a feeling I think sisi wote we'd want for our children.
True.
And even make them own the land, because
Yes.
what I did when we were planting this tree, I like trees. There's a Chinese proverb that says that the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago.
Ukweli.
The second
next
best time
best
is today, is now.
True.
And that's why I decided to plant a lot of trees. I used to come with them. Nawaambia kila mtu apande miti, where you come, sit with your husband and your grandchildren.
Yes,
And they could see, and they were so happy, and when chika mchanga from town, they plant. Hata wana look the next time that you're coming to see waone ile miti yake ile. Yes.
Yes, and we even have that documentation of when we were planting the trees. Everybody was planting with our daughters. Hata sahi wakikuja wanajuanga hiyo lile mti hiyo lile mti nilipanda, na wewe ulipanda hiyo.
Hata sahi kukiwaka jua aje, kila mtu akona mti yake anaenda kuketi chini yake. That is beautiful. Na sahi hata if you want to hold even ukitaka kutoka Nairobi, from that hustle and bustle of Nairobi, ukitaka kuja hapa for a weekend, you can come. I'm sure that is something you do.
Yeah, we do.
You come here and just set up, unapika hapa, chinja mbuzi, and kids can enjoy.
Yeah,
Ndio
during
wanazunguka. During Christmas you come here.
Ukivuka mwaka, even uko katikati tu, naambiana let us go and meet there. We have good time.
And hakuna mtu atawafukuza. Niambie about sasa naona kuna stima. When you came, hizi stima zilikuwa na barabara pia, hata tu na maji.
Hakukuwa stima na hata barabara zikuwako.
Na hii shule kwanza
na maji haikuwako.
Teacher aliona hii shule hapa.
Yes. Hata shule haikuwa. By the hizi vitu zimekuja tu between 2017 and 20, we were even getting surprised. Nakuja even there was no network. Hakukuwa hata network ya simu. Ukikuja hapa that is it. Hakukuwa hata network, kuna washroom tukikuja. But now tunaona They are there.
Okay, but
They're there.
sahi-
And
right now-
I think that is the best time. We go and invest somewhere. Ukimbia kabla place ijakuwa developed.
So ulikuwa ukikuja every other time unapata something different. Ukikuja next unapata wameka stima. Ukikuja next unapata barabara. Sasa hii barabara hata naona sasa inawekwa tarmac.
Itawekwa tarmac. Nikikuja hata haya naona kuna network. Unajua hata ufikiri simu itaring. Unasikia imering haya kwani hapa kulikuja network. Unampigia unamwambia unajua niko wapi? Niko farm. Ati hapana. Hakuna network. Sasa kuna network.
Okay. Sasa wakati okay, you are children right now. Unaweza sema wanachukua the same steps nyinyi mmechukua ya kuinvest, ya kununua properties. Are you seeing that bado mnawapusha hata wao?
Right now they are still young.
Yeah.
The one is just newly married,
Yeah.
the first daughter, the other one is in college, the other one is in high school.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll be inspired, but
I'm sure these are lessons bado mnawafunza because we can even see from you. What will be your advice to young people, hata si young couples, the young generation right now? What will be your advice in terms of property ownership and land investment?
My advice is this: buy land now. The population keeps on increasing. Land hakuna pali itaongezeka. And the more you stay, ndio land inakuwa expensive. So don't rush. Don't do those things that you are doing kutumia pesa. Invest in land now. Kwenda Mombasa holiday hakuna siku zitaisha. Si hata sasa tunaendanga tu. I didn't go then. We did not go then. But now we go.
Right now let's go.
Yeah. Those nice suits, nice cars. Yeah. When we were buying this property, hata hatukuwa na gari nyingi. Na sasa now we have ziko because gari bado zitakuwako.
Hizo ni vitu fact getting better.
So set your priorities right. Invest now. And then later you will enjoy. You will enjoy.
Yeah, to the young, I would like also to say that there is a God who hears our prayers. And it's also good as we invest, as we plan to do something, involve God. When we involve God in everything, He'll always direct us to where we are supposed to invest. And I had, as I had said before, hakuna ati kusema kuna yule wakati mzuri wa kuinvest. Start now with the little that you have. If you're having the 200,000, just go and start. Then you keep on adding with topping up whatever you have. Don't say you'll wait until you have the million. Don't say you'll wait until you're 40 years, you start buying land. Start now. The right time is now, and involve God in your plans.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yes. Mimi sitasema hata more. There's no dream that is too small. There's no dream that is limited. You can dream as much as you can. And what I usually say, if you provide a need, just leave the rest for God. He provides for the need that you have created. So from us, Badilisha Story
yako.
Yeah.